And I have with me Honorable Yunusa Ahmad Abubakar, who is a member of the House of Reps. You're welcome to Sunrise Daily.
Thank you and good morning.
Good morning. Well, definitely, it's been a while coming, the fact that the National Assembly's budget is now in the open. Before now, there were even talks that perhaps, even members of the House of Reps, or even members of the National Assembly did not know how much they had in their own budget. Was this true?
No, it's not true. Each and every member of the National Assembly do. And he is in the picture of the budget of the National Assembly. But you see, we are under oath. There are some secrecy of government. You just don't go about, revealing it until under circumstances.
Secrecy? I mean, the budget of the National Assembly should never be secret.
No, it's not. When I say secret, government has secret.
We know that.
Very good. Then, but with the Freedom of Information Act, people are averse. I mean, they are exposed. It is their right to know. So when you ask, you demand, then we should make it exposed. But this time around, we decided to take a U-turn, a Q, to say, okay, look, let's make it public. And anybody that has question can come forward. And we are ready to throw explanations.
Is the National Assembly ready for the questions that will follow?
That's why I'm here.
Beautiful. So one of the things we first of all noticed was that the National Assembly jacked up its budget by 10 billion from last year. Last year's budget was 115 billion. Before that time, I think they had even reduced it because people were saying, first of all, you don't seem like you're not acting like the country is in a recession. So in complaints to that, they reduced what it was that they had earmarked for spending last year to 115 billion. But this year, it's gone back up to 125 billion naira.
Yeah, that's very true. But let me put it in the correct perspective. Earlier on, it used to be 150 billion. When Nigeria now fall into recession by the coming of this administration, we deem it fit that, look, some concession has to be made. And that's why 35 billion was shed up. No any other arm of government among the three, that is the executive, the judiciary, and the legislatures. It's only the legislative arm that conceded its own part of the budget from 150 billion to 115. Now, the question you asked, why jacking it up again? That was last 2 years. And
last 2 years, which is last year.
Well, 2016 budget.
2016, this is 2017.
That's 2016, okay. Let's put it now, okay, last year. But now you see there are a lot of demands. I am here sitting in a channel television, which is one of the media outfit. Look at how the National Assembly run its project. Last year, we couldn't do a lot of things. When you have a motion, you have a bill, you are expected to conduct a public hearing. Public hearing goes into number of hundreds in a year. Each, it costs a lot of money. Before you do a public hearing, be it on a motion, investigative, or just trying to have some input, you have to advertise in 3 national dailies. When you see that the cost of advert is almost ranging from 600,000-700,000 per electronic print. We are not even talking about when you say paper print, I don't know how you call it, electronic print. Then you see you get about 2.1 or 2.4, as the case may be, million just to conduct one public hearing by putting advert there. You didn't talk of the invitation of the stakeholders, the paperwork, the secretarial work, put together for one public hearing, and we conduct several of them in hundreds in a year. That is, by the way. The National Assembly do what is called live coverage. Like you see, the Senate used to cover on Wednesdays and the House of Representatives on Thursdays. Each of these, I'm sorry to say it if I'm being a little bit mischievous, but only NTA give us a cheaper rate of 6 to 7 million per hour. I don't know what channels do give. Now, if you aggregate
6 to 7 million per hour.
Per hour, live coverage.
That is a
lot of money. What we used to pay. Definitely. Find out. It's on the record.
Has the National Assembly done competitive bidding for that?
Well, that is left for the management too, because we have a management, we have the bureaucrat. But that is the facts, and it is got in the budget. Now, what I'm trying to say in essence is that when you aggregate all the funds that even go for all this media, the media outfit, you see that it is a hell lot of money. Now, that's aside. We are members of international parliamentary associations, which Nigeria is taking the lead. And Nigerians saying, okay, because of cash or funding, we shouldn't fund all these activities so that we take the rear back. Nigeria has been in the lead, even in Africa. We have an international parliamentary with African, Caribbean, and the Pacific with the EU. Nigeria is taking the lead. In fact, in the African ACP Secretariat in Brussels, Nigeria pays more than 10% of the budget. Now, because we are having a leading role. You have Pan-African, you have Commonwealth, we call it CPA, Commonwealth Parliamentary Association, you have ECOWAS, even Nigeria now is the Deputy Speaker of House of Representatives, is the Speaker of the ECOWAS Parliament. So all this involves a lot of travelings, involves a lot of things, and then now people are saying we shouldn't fund this type of activities, we take the rear back. Again,
just before you go ahead, because I mean, it looks like there is a long list of things that you are saying that you currently, the National Assembly is doing with its budget, because, as you rightly said, people will ask questions as they have a right to, and you're here to answer some of those questions. Some of the highlights, according to what we've seen so far, and some of the things that interest Nigerians, not in terms of international associations or even what it is you pay to ensure that your message gets out there, the work that you do get out there. The purchase of official vehicles, which is estimated to cost 6.4 billion naira in this year's budget. They have to ask, do we buy vehicles every year? You also have fueling of motor vehicles, travels and transportation, printing of non-security documents, medical supplies. Do National Assembly members go to the hospital provided by do they have a separate hospital, or, there are questions to be asked in that direction. Do National Assembly members really scrutinize the items that are put on their budget list?
Definitely. That's why we are here. You see, we scrutinize and oversight other agencies. So the National Assembly too is being scrutinized. We have a section that called NABRO, National Assembly Budget Research and Development. So they are in charge. First, let's go back to your first question. We do have a clinic. There is a clinic in the National Assembly.